Once again, we have somebody needlessly taking a swipe at Gina Carano while weaponizing another actress to do so. Here in the original tweet, it says, and I quote, "I am living for the fact that the Mandalorian kicked a muscular transphobe off the show and then brought in a muscular lesbian like, Gina Carano is seething." First and foremost, the person that they are referencing is Katy O'Brien, an actress who already appeared on The Mandalorian while Gina Carano was still on the show. They're making it seem as though that Gina Carano was fired and then they brought in this actress. And one could assume that they are trying to imply that because Gina Carano was fired for being a transphobe, which is not true in either case. She wasn't fired for being transphobic, nor is she transphobic. But they made it seem as if they fired her for that and then brought in a gay actress sort of as a, sticking it to Gina Carano. And that's just not the case as well, because Katy O'Brien was already hired and already filmed scenes, and those scenes aired during the same season 2, that Gina Carano was already on the show. So that is misleading information by this individual. Now it makes me wonder, did this individual know that that Katy O'Brien was already on the show? Were they intentionally misleading people, or were they just ignorant to the fact because they weren't bothered to actually look into and do some research? And I think that the simple fact that they have to use this other actress as a weapon or as a means to try to take a swipe at Gina Carano is very disingenuous. Why are you bringing this other actress into your drama, your hatred, your whatever it is that you have going on with yourself? Now, I don't know what this other actress's opinion is regarding Gina Carano and all the drama around it. But if this other actress wanted to make any statements or be a part of it, then Katy O'Brien could, voice her own opinion by herself and not have to be used as a weapon by you. The other thing that I want to point out is I don't think it bothers Gina Carano that this actress is on the show. I don't think it bothers Gina Carano that this actress is gay. I don't think it would bother Gina Carano if they brought in other actors or actresses who are gay onto the show. As long as the story was right and the characters were well developed and utilized properly, I think that that's the only thing that really matters for most fans. But again, going back to Gina Carano, I seriously doubt that this bothers her. Like I said in my quote tweet, I doubt that it bothers Gina Carano that an actress who was already hired onto and appeared in the show while she was still employed is gay. You people are more obsessed over her life and career than she is. And that's the truth. These people are obsessed with Gina Carano. They're obsessed with her because she didn't give in when they tried to pressure her to putting her pronouns in her bio on her social media account, which is what led to her doing the beep bop boop. It wasn't because she's transphobic, it was because that people were just constantly harassing her over putting her pronouns in her bio. And she was fired from the show for making an accurate comparison from current events to historic events that people falsely label as anti-Semitic. But ultimately, she was fired from the show because people in power didn't have the backbone to stand up to cancel culture, which would not have affected them or their bottom line in any way, shape, or form. And for the people who would sit there and make fun of or mock Gina Carano for having her career go in the direction in which it's going, let's be honest with ourselves here. Gina Carano's career would have been better off if she would have stayed within the quote-unquote good graces of Hollywood. But she didn't. She decided to stand up and have integrity for herself, so her career isn't as successful or isn't what it once was. Maybe she can make a comeback. Maybe she won't be able to. Only time will tell. But at least she has her integrity. And, let's be realistic. She is probably financially better off, mentally and emotionally better off than most of the people, if not all of the people that are sitting here and attacking her and that are obsessed over her. So even though she's taken a few steps back, she's still several steps ahead of each and every one of you. But anyway, That's all I have. Leave a like and a comment, and subscribe to this channel, and ring that notification bell and all that other self-promotional YouTube stuff. And until next time, I will catch you on the flip side.